This is CSIR December 2019 question paper, part A. 7th question. Which of the following 7-digit numbers cannot be perfect square? The three numbers are 4, 5, XYZ 26, B is equal to 2, XYZ 175, C is equal to XYZ 3310. The perfect square should end in 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9. So we have to check whether these numbers apply this rule. Yeah, this is ending in number 6, 5 and 0. We have to check the next digit, next rule, that is every numbers, we should check the 10th digit of every number. For 6, the 10th digit is 2. So for 6, the 10th digit should end in even number. For example, 4 square is equal to 16, 6 square is equal to 36. So for 6, the 10th digit should end in odd number. For 6, the 10th digit should end in odd number. So this is not a perfect square. We have to take the next number 5. For the 5, the 10th digit should end in even, that is 2. 5 5s are 25. So the 10th digit should always be 2. For the number should be a perfect square, so this is not a perfect square. The last digit is 0 for C, and for 0 it should always end in even number. It should always contain even number of zeros. For example, 10 square is equal to 100. 100 square is equal to 10,000. So it contains even number of zeros. For the number which ends in 0 should always contain even number of zeros to be a perfect square. So these 3 numbers are not perfect squares. So the answer is all 3. The next question is, based on the bar chart shown here, which of the following inferences is correct? The bar chart y-axis indicates the kg of rice produced per lakh liters of water. X-axis indicates the regions A, B, C and D. Okay, A produces 6 kg of rice for per lakh liters of water. This is 40 kg, 30 and 20. The options are region A uses maximum water per kg of rice. So every region uses the same amount of water for per kg of rice. So this answer is wrong. Average water consumption of the 4 region is 37.5 lakh liters of water. They have calculated the average water consumption of the four region. But every region there is a different amount of different kg of rice produced. So this is not applicable. Region B uses 20 lakh liters of less water than region A. This is not the amount of water. This is the amount of rice produced. That is 40 kg of rice produced per lakh liters of water. So this is also wrong. Region D uses thrice the amount of water used by region. This is the less amount. This region shows the least amount of rice produced, but the same amount of water is consumed. So this the region uses thrice the amount of water than region A. So this is the right answer. A bag contains 8 red balls, 10 blue balls, 17 green balls. What is the minimum number of balls that need to be taken out from the bag to ensure getting at least one ball of each color? So if we take the minimum of 8 balls, so the options for the chances of getting all green balls. So we have to take first 17 balls out of bag. So out of 17 balls, all may become green. There may be a chance. So we have to take another 10 balls, that is the another 10 may become blue balls. So we have to take extra one that may contain a red ball. So this is the chance of getting at least one ball of each color. So we have to take at least 28 number of balls to get a chance of getting at least one ball of each color. So the answer is 28. Which is the curve in the figure whose points satisfy the equation y is equal to constant e power x. So the graph for y is equal to constant e power x is this. It will be an increasing, goes in an increasing order. So if we apply the value for 0, x value for x as 0, the value for y will be, that is e power 0 is 1. If we apply for the value for e power 1 means the value will be 2.7. So these are the values. The e value is 2.17. So we have to apply the powers. We have to vary the values for x, and we get these points. And if we plot the points in the graph, we will get the graph will be like this. It will be an increasing order. And the question is, whose points satisfy the equation? So the points which satisfy the equation is this C graph. That is, if we consider x as -2 and y point is 0.135, x is -1, y is 0.368, and x is 0 and y is -1. So this graph satisfy the points for this equation. So the answer is C. In a very old stable forest, a particular species of plants grow to a maximum height of 3. In a survey, 30% of the plants grow less than 1 meter, and 50% of the plants grow more than 2 meters. So what is the answer? Based on the observations. At the slowest rate when they are less than 1 meter. If the answer is this one means, how will the plants will reach the height of 3 meters? So this is not the answer. At the fastest rate, they are between 1 and 2 meter tall. So the faster rate. So this 30% of the plants grow less than 1 meter, and 50% of the plants grow more than 2 meter. So this is the answer. The fastest rate they grows between 1 and 2 meter. At the fastest rate they are more than 2 meter tall. So the observation is less than 30%, and they are 50% is only more than 2 meter at the same rate at all stages. So these are not the answers. This is the answer. An ice cube of volume 10 centimeter cube is floating over a glass of water 10 centimeter square and 10 centimeter height. The level of water is exactly at the brim of the glass, given that the density of the ice is 10% less than water. So the density of the ice is always less than the water. The volume occupied by the ice in the water is the same as the ice melts replaces the water. So there is no change in the level of water. The volume occupied by the ice will always be the same once it gets melted. So there is no change in the level of water. Of 3 children, Uma plays all 3 of cricket, football and hockey. Okay, there are 3 games: cricket, football and hockey. We'll mark this as cricket, football, hockey. Uma plays all these 3 games. Iqbal plays cricket but not football. So Iqbal plays cricket but not football. So they didn't say he won't play hockey. And Tarun plays hockey but neither football nor cricket. So Tarun plays only hockey. So the number of games played by at least two of the children is. So the number of plays game by at least two of the children, that is Uma and Iqbal, is 2. Tarun plays only one game, that is hockey. Uma plays all the 3 games, and Iqbal plays cricket but not football. So they didn't say that he won't play hockey. So the answer is 2. Which day of the week will it be 61 days from a Friday? So when we count after Friday, it is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this contains a week, that is 7, and the next week will ends in the same day as Friday. So when we count after Friday, a week, 7 days, it ends in the same days as Friday. So we have to calculate what day of the week will it be 61 days from Friday. We have to calculate 61 days. So 7 9s are 63. After 9 weeks, it will come 63 days. We want 61 days. So we have to count it back, reverse. So the 63rd day will end in Friday. So 62, 61. So the answer is Wednesday. Given that k factorial is equal to 1, 2, 3 to k, which is the largest among the following? Among the following, which is the largest number? So 2 factorial to the power of 1 by 2. What is a factorial? If any number is given as factorial, it should be multiplied till the end. So 2. So it is given as 2 power 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 means we should written as a square root. So the square root of 2 value is 1.4 and 4. So 3 factorial. 3 2s are 6. 6 into 1, 6. So 6 to the cubic root. 1 by 2 is square root, 1 by 3 is cubic root. The cubic root of 6 value is 1.81. And 4 2s are 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 12. 12 2s are 24. So the fourth root of 24. The value is 2.21. 3 factorial by 2. 3 2s are 6. 6 divided by 2, 3. So it is the largest number, 3. So the answer is 3 factorial by 2. A multiple choice exam has 4 questions, each with 4 answer choices. Every question has only one correct answer. The possibility of getting all answers correct by independent random guesses for each one. So getting the all answers correct for every 4 questions. So every question has a choice 4. So the chances for getting an answer correct is the probability of getting answer correct is 1 by 4. Or for all the 4 options, only one answer is going to be correct. So the answer is 1 by 4. So how many? For 4 questions. This is for first question, for second question, this is for fourth question, and this is for the third and fourth. So the probability of getting all answers correct. So for each question there is a probability is 1 by 4 for getting the answers correct. If you want to get a wrong answer means the probability is 3 by 4. Okay, for getting a right answer the probability is only 1. Out of 4 options there only one answer is going to be correct. So total number of questions is 4. So the answer is 1 by 4 power the 4. If they ask What is the probability of getting all answers wrong? For all the questions, the answer will be 3 by 4 by 4. They ask for correct, so 1 by 4. If we ask for wrong means it will be 3 by 4. Out of 4 options, there are 3 wrong options. So the answer is 3 by 4. A 2-digit number is such that if the digit 4 is placed to its right, its value increased by 490. A 2-digit number is such if the digit 4 digit 4 is placed to its right. We have to place 4. If we add increase by 490. Okay. They ask that if we place a number 4 to the 2-digit number, the answer will be increased by 490. So the number is 48. If we place a number 4, what is the answer? Does it increase by value 490? We have to check it out. 484 minus 490. No, will ends in minus answer. 4544. Yeah, its value increased by 490. So we have to add 490 by 54. The answer is 544. If you check it out for 64, 490 by 64. No, the answer is not increased by 490. The answer is 644. Right answer is 544. In a college admission where applicants have to choose only one subject, 1 by 4th of the applicants opted for biology. So each applicant has to choose only one subject. 1 by 4th of them have applied for biology, 1 by 6th opted for chemistry, 1 by 8th for physics, and 1 by 12th opted for maths, and 18 applicants didn't opt for any subjects. So how many applicants were there? We have to add all the applicants who opted for each subject. That is 4 for biology, 6 for chemistry, 8 for physics, 12 for maths, and 18 for no subjects. So 18 plus 12, 30, 30 plus 10, 40, 48. The result of a survey to find the most preferred leader among ABC is shown. First preference for votes for ABC 13, 54, 33. Second preferences for A 24, 37, 30. The third preference for A is 63. First, second and third preferences are given weight. So the first one is given the highest number of weights. Statistically, which of the following can be said to represent the preference of the voters? First preference. So, which of the following can be said to represent the preferences of the voters? So, who is the most preferred one? They ask. So, the weight is given for the first preference. For the first preference, who is the most preferred one? B. So B is the most preferred one. A cyclist covers a distance at a constant speed. If a jogger covers half the distance in double the time as the cyclist is covers a certain distance at a constant speed, but the jogger covers half the distance covered by the cyclist by double the amount of time. The ratio of the speed of the jogger to the cyclist is. So the same distance covered by jogger means he covers the half the distance, they double the amount of time. So the total time he taken is 4 and he is 1. He taken double the amount of time for half the distance and another half the distance, so they double the amount of time. So 1:4. So this was cyclist, this is for the jogger. So that's all for part A. So next we meet in part B next video. Thank you.